Yo, 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 what's happening, gang? What's going on, people? What is good, guys? Look, man. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are the days where price moves. But just because you may have missed out on an opportunity to trade, don't get caught out in marginal situations, all right? Only as time progresses, when you're going to be proficient in the strategy, where you're going to understand what points you can exploit, all right? At an entry level, the number one thing that I'm going to try and put across to all of you people is to understand the importance of waiting for confirmation, all right? You want to start getting a little bit brave with the strategy? Test it. You know, put your knowledge to the test. Be accountable for whatever it is that you're trying to learn from the strategy. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope everyone is doing well. Can you all hear me very well? What's good? Is everything nice? Is the sound all good? What's happening? Who we got in here? What fifth? What's good? Some members. Awatas, what's happening? Patreons, what's good? Wonderful, wonderful. Okay then, yep, wicked, wicked, happy days. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody new to the stream, thank you very much for passing through. Be sure to like and subscribe. You know the YouTube algorithm pump. This is what it's about. And to all my pattern watchers, we are here yet again. Yet again. We've got the chaos of Bitcoin, chaos across the whole board, but this is what these streams are about. Helping you just to bring your thinking to a level mind. All right, that's what it's about. 90% of traders do things emotionally because they don't want to miss out on what this game can do, and that is create wealth. All right, so in today's stream, we're just going to touch up on a couple of things. Why am I still disappointed in Bitcoin? Because we haven't gone anywhere yet. We are only back in the same point that they dropped from. So why should I be excited about Bitcoin pumping? It ain't pumping yet, ladies and gentlemen. I need to see clean confirmation. So let's have a conversation, guys, and let's see what it is that I'm talking about. So, as you can see, the Bookmap is still doing its thing. Just going to reduce the amount on the screen so we can understand where we are with the orders of Bitcoin across 5 platforms. All right? What can we see? Let me just bring this up for you. What is there going on? It seems as though that the 53 zone has a bag of orders sitting at it. A lot of liquidity at 53. There's about 283 Bitcoin at 53,000, and slowly the 52 zone is starting to show an increase with 220 Bitcoin in that zone as well. All right? Not that much happening above the 60k zone, so that's why I'm not really interested in the upside, which is what's concerning me about this price action with Bitcoin. All right? So let's just dive into the price action first to understand where we are. Again, what do we need to do? We need to draw off on the chart the key notable areas in the chart where they start building shorts or building longs. Highlight the key 58k zone. This is the yellow line, the 58k zone. Let me change it so it's easy for you guys on the eye. I'm going to make it nice, bright color. No, that's not that much brighter. Blue. I think we should stick with yellow. It's too much yellow. All right, we'll just stick with the pink line. Okay, cool. So, the key 58k zone. What are they doing more of in that zone? They are breaking away from that area and coming straight back down again. Breaking up to the area, coming straight back down. Breaking up to the area, coming straight back down. Now, what we've got to understand is this. In front of us, in this area right here, and I'm going to say it to you now. Anyone new that's passing through to the stream, I'm going to say it now. I'm not interested in Bitcoin going to 100k if it can't get above 59. So I'm just going to knock that out your systems. We are day traders. We are about what's happening now. I'm not interested in what's going to happen if Bitcoin gets to 100k. We need to get above 59 before we can even think about 100k. We need to get above 60 before we can think about 100k. And until we get above key areas in the chart, there's no point in trying to be hopeful that Bitcoin's going to get to that point. Now, for a holder's perspective, it's different. Chances of Bitcoin getting to 100k? Most likely based on the adoption of cryptocurrency, but for a day trader is not interested in those wild movements in price because he's got to wait a long time and sit for a lot of price action before he can realize price. And there's no way that a trader or day trader is going to find the point in the chart that's going to be the determining factor for Bitcoin to make the move to the upside. You see, that's the problem. Every time you see a big wick like this in the chart, people automatically believe now Bitcoin's going to make its move to the 100K. Why is it every time we see a big move up, we're always met with some resistance to pull it back down again? What's the market maker trying to do here? He's manipulating everyone. And if you don't like the word manipulation, how about the word managed? He's managing the expectations of retail traders in and out of the charts, ladies and gentlemen. My goal is to try and help you become aware of that so that when you do see price making a move to the upside, you're going to welcome it with a retrace first, then a continuation to the upside to solidify your reasoning as to why it will continue once it does break that key zone. All right? This is what's really important about trading, guys. We have no idea what it's going to do next. All we can understand is the development of pressure in and around these zones. All right? They move price higher, they move it down lower. The idea is to try and capitalize on the momentum that comes into the charts. That's what it's all about. We only care about momentum. I don't care about price. I only care about price based on what it's doing around it. I'm not interested in Bitcoin at 56,112. Who cares about that? I care about the whole and the half numbers because if you notice in the chart, if you go in the charts and label off the key 58K zone, you will see how many times you will see a vector candle break above it and then come straight back down below it. Just look at it in the chart. 58, break there, break there, break there, break there. There's something happening around these numbers. Yeah? And I've said it. Until Bitcoin breaks the 1 hour 800 EMA, which is the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, I ain't interested in going long. There's no interest for me to see Bitcoin to go to the upside. If we break above the 800 EMA on the hourly, we would naturally expect the following: rise, retrace, continuation. Now, which coin has actually done that already? Well, let me introduce you to Ethereum. This is what I'm looking for Bitcoin. Look, this area here. Take a screenshot if you will. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for the 50 EMA to cross over the 200 and then the 200 and the 50 to cross over the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. That would imply momentum. Look at it. Look at what's happened. They broke above the 50, broke above the 200 and the 800. They came up, retraced ever slightly, and then the 5 and the 13 EMA were installing the idea of momentum, so they continued to move price higher. Ethereum came back down to test the 50, bounced away from it, but at that point, the 50 EMA, the 800 and the 200 were all crossed over and stacked to the upside. Happy days. Now look at Ethereum. This is what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. The same play in Ethereum is what you're looking for with Bitcoin. Right now, I'm not getting that play with Bitcoin. It looks like it's starting, but the problem is only the 50 and the 200 EMA, they haven't even crossed fully yet. Now, a lot of traders are probably looking at the 50 and the 200, getting ready to trade the golden cross. Well, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, how many times has the golden cross trapped traders into the belief that price is going higher? And then they just bring it straight back down and hit the liquidation points, make them change their mind about the direction, and they go short, which provides the liquidity for the market maker to go long, and then he makes a run for profit on those shorts by hitting their liquidation points, by moving price back up. That's the dynamics of how the flow of money moves in and out of the marketplace. So you can look at price right now and be like, yeah, man, Bitcoin's rising. It's rising. Happy days. Cool. Break above the range daily high and the 800 EMA. Come up, retrace away from it, continuation to the upside. Then we can start looking at Bitcoin coming back up towards these zones in the chart right here. Because there is liquidity to be had, but there seems to be this behavior. All right? Bitcoin seems to be respecting this 200 and 800 EMA. This is the first time it's tested the 200 EMA. Now it needs to break above the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. That's what you're waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Once it breaks that point and shows continuation to the upside, the 200 EMA will match up with the 50 EMA and cross over the 800 EMA on the hour time frame. You would then have the momentum. The development of the momentum will be present in the chart. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, it's sitting tight and checking out all the altcoins that are playing about the ranges. Okay, Shiba in this other instance has made some nice big move to the upside. Could be due to the listing on Kraken. Happy days, but a fast move. Tends to be a little bit of a false move, especially if it's a news play. Wait for the retrace with Shiba so that you can understand where you are in the chart, guys. Yeah? What's going on? Thank you very much, guys. Mad love for passing through, man. Who's in the room? Pedro, what's happening, my boy? Google account. How you doing? Black Suns, what's good? Neo, what's happening? Carl, got a lot of love in the room today. Sack Trades, what's happening? I hope everyone's doing well today, man. I hope everyone's doing good, man. Wicked. Okay, then. So, 2:15. We know it's the New York session. All right, so we've got to be mindful of New York. All right, looking across the board, we can see that the main coins, the altcoins that are doing big numbers are Luna. As you can see, breaking away from the range daily high. This is what you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this. That's what you want. This zone right here. Look at it. 50 crosses over the 200 EMA. The 200 and the 50 cross over the 800 EMA. The retraces back down has shown support with the 5 and the 13 EMA showing continuation up. Holding the 50 EMA. Happy days. The 800 and the 200 now all starting to expand. This is what you want to see with Bitcoin. But we're not seeing it yet. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. All right? I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's just Bitcoin seems to have this sort of behavior around these zones. It's come back to the same point where it had built shorts from. Are we witnessing a potential M formation here? Is this like a mini head and shoulders pattern where they are preparing price, all right, to make a move to the downside to recover some of the liquidity down here and take this last pull before it actually makes a move higher? Yeah? I'm not really seeing a clear move by the market makers here. Drop down to the 15-minute time frame. What can I see? So the basis of this move as it's come to the upside started with these two vector candles towards the end of it. What do we know about that? Market maker appears at the last point in the chart where it's at its most climatic point in preparation to manipulate traders. Look at it here. Nothing down here. They shift out of the zone. 1, 2, 3 hits to the high. Market maker. Yeah? 1, 2, 3 hits to the high. Market maker pulling it back. Continuation up to trap the traders to bring it back down again. Yeah? Now, guys, I would love Bitcoin to continue to move higher. Yes, I agree. It is time to move up, but we're not getting the confirmation yet. Where's the confirmation? Where are those nice big vector candles coming out of the zone like this? I want to see this move up, retrace, continuation to the upside. Look at Ethereum, man. Ethereum has shown its proof. Look, it's shown its worth. It's crossing over the moving averages. Momentum is in Ethereum. Volume at the lows is starting to rise. It's happy days for Ethereum. Now we are at the range daily high with Ethereum, so naturally we could expect a bit of a retrace in this zone. But as I said to you, when the 5 and the 13 EMA, until they start showing price breaking down and price closes below it and starts to trade away from it, then you may be looking at getting rid of any positions that you may have had long. All right? Because it's all about paying yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. All right? It's not about staying in the trade for as long as you can. It's about paying yourselves. That's what's important in trading. All right? Looking at the altcoin bosses, if you watch that video, you may have caught yourself a nice little move. Quite interesting move with Link. You may have caught yourself a nice move with Matic. Where's Matic? Where is Matic? Why do I have this? I don't get it. If I'm only going to search for it. There you go. The testing of the 50 EMA. That's what's important. Rise, retrace, continuation up. That's what we're waiting for. Next projection zone principally should be the $1.85. Coming up towards the daily open, stalling a little bit. My long-term projection is up here with Matic, assuming that it holds this range right here. But we've got favorable movement. Look at this. 800 EMA. Crossing over the 200. 50 EMA. That's on the 50-minute time frame. Look on the 1-hour time frame. What have we got? We've got the 50 and the 200 and the 800 about to cross. It's all going to cross. So the momentum is developing for price to actually expand away from some zone. What the zone is, potentially could be this zone right here. So just keep an eye out on that, man. Okay? Looking at the Bookmap itself, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that we do need to consider. All right? I'm going to expand the chart. All right, then. So if I get in a bit closer, you can see, wow, the 53 zone has filled with liquidity, man. They've added another 151 Bitcoin at that point. This is what I don't like about this. I really don't like it. Now, looking at the actual settings on the thing itself, volume date, delta, here we go. Okay, then. So, principally, the Bookmap itself tells us the following. All right? If you guys want this, just check out bookmap.com. Go check it out. The fundamentals of this Bookmap gives us the limit orders that are coming into the marketplace with Bitcoin. As you can see, the 58,500 zone seems to be a point where most of the limit sales had been initiated. At the same time, limit buys were probably in this area as well, but it looks like there's not enough for them to grant price to move higher. Now, we've got the 60k zone showing liquidity, and we've got the 59 zone showing liquidity. So what we're waiting for is, are we waiting for price to come down to hit these points right here to induce the traders to step in again? Because the imbalance in the book is showing that it's favoring limit sales. So it does want higher prices. But does it want higher prices because it's preparing price to go down again? So Bitcoin could actually come back up towards this zone right here and hit the liquidity interest right here. Now, if it hits this zone right here, we would expect price to pull back down from it. Alternatively, the zones where the support would be coming in should also be there as well, because that's where liquidity was present. So principle would say that when price moves up, when it pulls back down again, limit orders should be stepping in this range right here to keep price in the higher range, which would be consistent with the Bookmap showing an imbalance favoring limit sales. All right. But we need to wait, guys. That's what I say to you. Wait for confirmation at all times, guys. All right. Don't get caught up in marginal trades. That's not what the game's about. Yeah. Hey, should we buy Ethereum or not? Valentine, that's not what you're going to get from this channel, my friend. I'm going to tell you I'm going to try and help you be critical with your analysis. All right. I want you to be accountable. Because what's the point? You ain't going to learn the idea of how this market works if you're having to ask people, should you buy it or not? If you're asking that, maybe trading is or cryptocurrency isn't for you. Do your research. And that's not me having a go at you, man. That's just aimed at everyone as well. Make sure you're aware of what you're doing in this game, because this game will challenge you. It will challenge you and make you go to places that you've never wanted to go before. Because we come into trading with the idea that it's all glitz and glam and happy days, making bags of money, growing the bags, off to the moon we go. Nah, man. This game is brutal. It is the hardest, easiest way to make money, but I'm telling you, man, it's a taxation on your soul if you are fighting against yourself to try and master it. It's a hard game, ladies and gentlemen, and social media does a great job of making it look easy. All right? It is a hard game. All right? So, looking at the Bookmap, we can see bright as day. The limit order sales are coming into the chart. Every time it comes to the highs, it pulls back, comes up, pulls back, tests it. Now here is the zone where we would see price come back down towards it to test the intention of the traders if the limit sales start to dry up. We need to pay attention to that zone. All right? Cool. Matic starting to come out. If you want to understand the basis of this move, ladies and gentlemen, please watch the last video I just uploaded about the altcoins at the EMAs. It's really important you watch that because it will put a lot of light into things, okay? I need to look at VET. We've seen a lot of coins coming away from the moving averages, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So just keep an eye out on that. Gala. Now, Gala's doing it again, guys. Be careful with Gala. Gala seems to be doing this rise, retrace, continuation up. Are we at that same continuation point? This is what we're trying to establish. Are we at that same point in the chart? Are we going to see price make a move to the upside? What we need to wait for is the 50 EMA to actually expand to the upside and price crossing over and moving further up. All right? Wait for the 5 and 13 EMA to cross over the 50 on the 1 hour time frame with Gala, okay? Because you don't want to get caught out and start entering right now just because you think it's going to happen. Well, there's no guarantee it's going to happen. You could actually drift down to the 200 EMA before it starts to do that. All right? Okay, then. Let me have a look at some more other coins itself. Elrand looks... I saw a video on Elrand about it was pumping. I don't think it's pumping, bro. What's going on there? It's coming back and recovering all that liquidity right there. Very interesting. Wow. Okay. Mana. Let's have a look at Mana. Same thing with Gala, guys. Look what it's doing at the 50 and the 200 EMA. So there's a reason why this is happening. If we go back to Bitcoin itself, all right. I mean, guys, look, in my opinion, I'm hoping that if Bitcoin does decide to break out, we know what we're looking for when it does. All right. But just be careful, guys. I need to break down the actual move itself to understand where we are in light of vector candles. They've already recovered this vector zone and they've still got a little bit of liquidity right here. But I'm starting to see blue vectors appearing at the highs. I don't trust it. I really don't trust it. Drop down onto a lower time frame. Am I seeing any more liquidity pools? There we go. Some right there. 3-minute time frame. There's a big one down there near the daily open. It's not really showing much conviction away from the daily open as well. I'm not too keen on that. 1-minute time frame. Bags of liquidity all the way down. So just be careful, guys. Just be very careful. All right. And remember something. If people are on the internet, YouTube, talking about going long, your risk tolerance to their risk tolerance is completely different. All right. They may be using leverage. They may not be using leverage. They may have a lot of liquidity where they can withstand price going all the way down to 10,000 Bitcoin and it isn't even going to touch their account by 10%. All right. Keep that in mind. If someone's saying that they're long on Bitcoin, long on Ethereum, whatever. All right. Just remember, if you can match the same liquidity as them, then you'll probably have the same liquidation point, if any. Don't think that you've got the same risk tolerance as someone that's been in the game for a while. All right. Are you used to the idea of losing? Can you withstand price going against you before it actually goes in your favor? That's the key thing, ladies and gentlemen. And once you're okay with that, then you're going to be okay in the game. You'll be able to take a loss and you'll be able to take a win. All right. VRA's killing it. Let's have a look at VRA. For all my guys, Veracity. Oh, saw a nice little spike there. 15-minute time frame. Nice spike up. Next pool of liquidity. That could be potential up there. Maybe if it holds the 50 EMA. Give me another coin. What's good? Lampe Center. Sorry, Brian, saying your name properly. Yep, there's VRA right there. Look at that. Quite interesting behavior that's happening right now. But of course, that's on Bittrex. So, okay, yeah. Pedro got a big VRA bag since 03. Awesome. Awesome. Give me some of your coins. XTZ. Let's have a look. Can we bring up the altcoins? Because they're probably going to be in this form, in this list here. Litecoin. My guy wants me to do Litecoin. I've seen the name Litecoin appear several times. So where's Litecoin? Again, I've got this watch list and I can't even find the coins that I'm looking for, man. What's the point, man? Here we go. Litecoin. Litecoin and Ethereum seem to have this cousinship where they always like to move together. But if you look left, you'll understand why. Vector candle to the left being recovered. It's not if they will recover it. It's a matter of when. That's the key thing. Casper, that's what I want to look at. That's what I want to look at. Casper. I like this coin. Okay. This coin trades really well. All right. It does a good little trade. It's really good. I like this coin. Do I hold it? No. I just like the way it trades. It's just a nice smooth coin. Rides the 50 and the 200 like no tomorrow. Where can we expect it to go? There's a lot of liquidity up there for this coin, which tells me that on the daily time frame, we've got some bad boy wicks coming up. Here we go. There we go. Nice on the 15-hour time frame. Just look at that. Oh, this was the coin where it actually was priced quite expensive, wasn't it? At $58, wasn't it? Oh, my days. $28. Look at that. That is screaming wick return. Wick it return. That's what it's screaming. Big wick. But it may take a little while before that happens. Phantom. No problem. Let's have a look at Phantom. What we got for Phantom. Here we go. Nice little... Right, this is what I'm saying. Again, Focus on the EMAs on coins that are actually at those zones and pulling back. So Phantom looks like it's formed an extension of the W formation. So we will redraw that pattern. All right. Drop, W, retrace, up. We are now waiting for Phantom to make a move to the upside to start off recovery of the red vector candle and tap this zone and take some of the liquidity from these wicks up here. All right. Once we get that move to the upside, the stages that we should see the retrace should happen here and here. And then when we break away from that zone, we will see one extended move and then up here as well. So the journey by principle would be like this. Price comes up, retrace, continuation, retrace, continuation, retrace, continuation, and then forming the pattern up here where they can come back down again, form the basis and try and continue if the momentum is there in the chart, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we understand. Remember, you're catching momentum, guys. That's all you need. It's all about momentum. Doesn't matter about patterns as much. It's all about momentum. And have you got the eye to see that? Okay? All right, then. Just have a look here. ICP. I'll have a look at ICP for you, my friend. No qualms there. ICP. 42. Quite a choppy coin, to be honest with you, as you can see. So you can't get caught out in this instance, but you just need to wait. All right, here's an example of price pulling back and still within the W formation range. That was a nice W formation right there. They came away from the zone and then they pulled it all the way back down. This could be deemed as a rise level 1 and then a drop, a big level 1. All right, and it will still be valid in this pattern as long as it stays within these two vector candle zones right there. Okay. Right. What time is it? 2:30. Okay, cool. Let me have a look. Right, let me actually have a look at Crow. Crow's been doing some interesting things. They just signed another long-term contract, so they're killing it. Wait, where are you? Again, look, I'm not finding it. What a joke, man. 70 cents on Crow. Drop onto the 1 hour time frame. A nice little play right here. You've got to see a little W formation at the 200 and the 50 EMA, but the 50 is pointing down quite strong, so I need to wait for confirmation that they're going to come up. They could make another third hit in and around this range before they actually continue higher. Toilet paper price prediction, please. With toilet paper, we should see the deviation away from the center roll to the upside, my friend. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. What's it done here? What has Bitcoin just done? Again, rejection. What are we seeing, guys? You know? What I'm doing for you guys is just to help you realize that as much as everyone is expecting Bitcoin to move to the upside, the problem is they are blind with bias. That's the problem. People are blind with bias. They're like, Bitcoin's going, man. Don't worry about anything. Just get hold of Bitcoin, hold it, it's going to go. You know what? Maybe. That could be the case. But what are you? Are you holders or are you traders? What are you? Are you day traders? What make the commitment? Because if you can't make the commitment to the way you view price, you're not going to know when to buy and when to sell. Because if you're saying to yourself, I'm a holder, and then you come to the charts and then you start opening positions and then closing them in the same day, well, you're not a holder, you're a trader. Okay? Now, there's nothing stopping you from being a holder and a trader. There's nothing wrong with that. But the mindset is critical. You can be all what you want. You can be a swing trader. You can be a holder. You can be a day trader. But the idea is to be able to pick each one and stick to being that personality when you're at the charts. You can't come to the chart and have the mentality of a scalper, but you're going to hold the trade like as if you would as a swing trader. This is why traders lose money, man. They open a scalp with big money, big exposure, and say, right, I'm only looking for a couple of points profit. Then what happens? That same trade, as it goes against them, they say, right, I'm just going to leave it now. I'm going to hold it as a swing trade. I'm going to add loads of margin so that I don't get liquidated. Before you know it, person goes to bed, wakes up, his money's gone. What happened? Oh, man, I can't believe what's happened, man. Oh, the market has just thrown me off. I can't believe it. Where am I going wrong? Where am I going wrong? You went wrong in the first instance, my friend, when you decided to start your trading as a scalper and you didn't behave like a scalper. All right? Don't have a split personality. However, learn to adapt. Yeah? Bitcoin getting rejected last week's psychological low. Yeah, you obviously listened to me, man. You listened to me. Well done with that. Okay? AMC to the moon. He did something good. On Sunday night, we said that it helps if you actually have last week's psychological high and low on the charts with the new psychological high and low in the for this week's price action. Why? Because now you're adding confluence to the chart. Bitcoin's rejecting last week's psychological low. If you want those figures, guys, go to the community post in the channel. I post it every single night on a Sunday. All right? The psychological high and low for Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum. All right? Okay, then. Looking at the Bookmap itself, what time are we at? It's 25 to 3. I have to get my daughter very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Haven't you noticed now, guys? It's all starting to go a bit quiet. Nothing much is happening. They seem to be working in this zone. Something is brewing, and I don't like it. I hope Bitcoin can break above this zone and show the retrace, and so that the moving averages can align up and move forward. But I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing that conviction just yet. Okay, looking at the Bookmap itself, I can see high sell orders are coming in at the 59 zone. They tried to come up there. Didn't really get that much commitment, but there is a lot of limit buys being absorbed right here. So 832. So are we going to see a transition in the Bookmap where it's gone from limit sells as the imbalance, and are we going to go to limit buys? This is what we're waiting for. You can see there's a lot of liquidity down here for them to come and attack to induce traders to step in. Okay. Okay then. Look on Matic. What's Matic doing? Nice movement for Matic. Happy days right there. Oh my days. What's happened here? I didn't want to do that. Oh no. Right. Never mind. I need to just have a look at that. What's going on there? Why, Salah? What's happened there? I opened a short by accident. My days. What a clown. I need to get rid of that. I could actually ride that move. Maybe. On Bookmap itself, it allows you to open and close trades. Alright? Because I've got the API connected to Binance, I can open and close trades, and I've accidentally opened a trade in Solana when I actually went to close the actual account right there. So got to be careful there, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Anyways. Yes, super boomer moment. Alright? Nacho. How does the bank holiday at the end of the month factor into price right now? Seems way more important than the new strain. Because there's a pool, hold on, the bank holiday at the end of this month. So there's one of two things that can happen. And this is something that you guys may see coming into December. In the Forex game, ladies and gentlemen, roughly about from anywhere between the 13th of December onwards, in Forex, it's where it usually starts to quieten down a little bit. All right? You see, all the traders that have been ripping up the charts in Forex and the market makers have been taking everybody's money. They like to book their holidays and start having some time off. All right? The retail traders will still be present on Christmas Day trading Forex. Traders will still be present trading crypto on Christmas Day. Right? Please do not trade on Christmas Day, guys. Unless you are for sure with the moves. All right? Now, you can imagine on Christmas Day, there's going to be kids that are going to be asking their mum and dads, look, if you're going to give me money for this Christmas, can you make sure it's in my bank account as opposed to hard cash, because I want to go and get some crypto for Christmas. So we could see a little bit of a pump at Christmas time, man. We could see it. Oh, my days. Can't believe it. Look what's going on. Starting to pull back. Something is going off here. Bitcoin, what's it doing? Sharply coming back. See, I don't like it. I'm not liking it. Daily open. It could actually pull back down, test and continue up, because the 5 and the 13 EMA haven't been tested yet, but it's a sharp move down and a sharp move up. Wait. The 800 EMA is your friend in this instance because we've got more history at the 800 EMA than anything in this chart. Just look at it from last week's drop, okay? We had 1, 2, 3. Everyone was like, yeah, Bitcoin's getting ready to make a move to the upside. No, it's not. Oh, yup, another attempt. Bitcoin's going to explode from this zone. Bitcoin to 100K. No, it's not. Now we're in the same sort of scenario. What's it going to do? We need to just prepare ourselves. The moving averages are flat. There's no direction. Don't fall for the hype. All right? Vaccine FUD incoming. Oh, well. If it's going to come, it's going to come. But what I'm saying to you is, whatever news gets released, it doesn't matter because they would have already absorbed it in price. They're going to set it up so that whatever news is released is going to play out in their favor anyways. Okay? Check the wick on Cadena, and then I'm going to make a bounce. Here we go. Cadena, where's the wick? Bro, man. You can't hype me up for a coin and tell me there's nothing there. Please, don't do that to me again. But on a lighter note, you can see Cadena's actually forming a pattern. Yeah? S&P 500 is down. Should we be worried? Let's have a look at the S&P. I'll tell you what we need to be aware of. There's a gap down. So naturally, we would expect a gap up. Look at the play. Just look at this. Gap down closes the gap on this point in the chart. Yeah? Pay attention. Gap down closes the gap here when we had the gap up. All right? Now we've had a gap down. Now we're waiting for the gap up. We're waiting for it to close. That's what's got to happen. All right? Look at it. It's coming back up. It's filled the gap here. So now we are expecting it to come back up. Will it do it straight away? No, not necessarily. Because look, they gapped up here. They came down and closed it ever so slightly, but then they moved away from it. We've got the same story here. Price comes down, closes that gap completely, and then shifts up. Well, it comes back up again and staying in that range. Now we've got this gap right there. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I must vacate the stream. I have my daughter to go and pick up, but make sure you pass through to tonight's live so we can actually have a conversation about what Bitcoin is going to do or what it has done. Again, look what it's doing. It's pulling back the key 58 zone. You know? Always have that critical mindset, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Yeah, it does have a ton of... Yeah, this is the thing. There is a ton of accumulation. But because we have the conviction that there's loads of accumulation, we would naturally think, yeah, it has to be released. We don't have a say on that. It's the market maker. When he's ready to make the move, he will make the move. Mad love and respect to all of you people passing through. Thank you very much for 56,000 subscribers. This is where the journey now begins. I'm going to be bringing it to you much more harder than I did before. We're just going to be talking videos, coins, patterns, cycles, you name it. As long as you guys are there, mad love and respect. Take care of yourselves, guys. And I'll catch up with you later on tonight. 9:30, 10 o'clock, we'll be rolling out into the stream to summarize New York. All right? Take care of yourselves.